Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group will present the instrument which is Beck Anxiety Inventory, BAI. Before we start, I would like to introduce our group members. First, Siti Nur Nabilah binti Razali, 1171022. Nur Alia Farhana binti Harun, 1171023. And Nur Syafiqah binti Muhammad Rozi, 1171026. So let's start with the presentation. I will start by introducing the instrument. The name of our instrument that we have choose is Beck Anxiety Instrument. This instrument was created by Aaron T. Beck and colleague. This is the picture of Aaron. This instrument was developed in 1988 and was published in 1993. And the purpose of the instrument is to measure the severity of an anxiety. Next, the description of the instrument. The item used in this measure asks about common symptoms of anxiety that the subject has had during the past week, which is the symptom that the client experienced within a week, including the day the client take this test. Next, the item in the Beck Anxiety Inventory describe the emotional, physiological, and cognitive symptoms of anxiety. For the theory, usually the therapists use cognitive behaviors therapy (CBT) to help the client with anxiety. And the item was developed to measure the four sub-constructs of Beck Anxiety Inventory. Which the first, general somatic distress, question number 1 until number 5. Fear, question number 6 until number 10. Nervousness, question number 11 until 14. And the last, respiration-related distress, question number 15 until 21. Next. Okay, for the reliability, the internal consistency for Cronbach alpha is 0.92 and the test reliability for 1 week is 0.75. And for validity, the Beck Anxiety Inventory was moderately correlated with the revised Hamilton Anxiety Rating Scale, which is 0.51. That's all from me, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. My name is Syafiqah binti Muhammad Rozi, 1171026. Okay, I will continue to give the explanation on how to administer this instrument. This slide show administration instrument guideline. First, the Beck Anxiety Inventory BAI is a self-report questionnaire measuring 21 common somatic and cognitive symptoms of anxiety. Second, the BAI consists of 21 items rated on a 4-point Likert scale ranging from 0, not at all, to 3, severely. Third, each symptom item has 4 possible answer choices. Not at all, mildly, it did not bother me much. Moderately, it was very unpleasant, but I could stand it, and severely, I could barely stand it. Okay, next slide. Okay, in this slide, this inventory can administered to individuals with age range from 17 years old through 80 years old. Administration format web-based paper and pencil. And then administration time around 5 minutes to 10 minutes. For scoring option, manual scoring or web-based scoring and reporting. That's all from me. I pass to the next presenter.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nur Nabilah binti Razali, 1171022. Okay, now I will explain on how to get the score. The inventory contains 21 items rated from 0 to 3 by the taker with a total possible score of 63 points. This item has four possible answers. The first one is not at all. And we can write two, mildly, but it did not bother me much. We can write one, moderately, it was not pleasant at times. We can write two, severely, it bothered me a lot. And we can write three. Okay, now I will explain on how to score the Beck Anxiety Inventory. As you can see at the left side, it shows the items for this inventory and it includes 21 items, which is numbness or tingling, feeling hot, wobbliness in legs, unable to relax, fear of worse happening, dizzy or lightheaded, heart pounding or racing, unsteady, terrified or afraid, nervous, feeling of choking, hands trembling, shaky or unsteady, fear of losing control, difficulty in breathing, fear of dying, scare, indigestion, faint or lightheaded, face flush, and the last one is hot or cold sweats. After that, for the first step that you need to get the score, you need to look at the four column. Okay, the first one, you need to look at the first column, which is not at all. You need to sum up all of this number and you get the result is 0. And for the second column, which is mildly but it did not bother me much, you need to sum up all of this number and you can the result is 5. After that, you need to look at the third column, which is moderately. It was not pleasant at times. You need to sum up all of this number and you get the result is 14. The last column, which is severely, it bothered me a lot. You need to sum up all of these numbers and you get the result is 12. So, the last step, you need to sum up all of the total result for each column, which is 0 plus 5 plus 14 and plus 12, and you get the result is 31, which is moderate anxiety. The values for each item are sum yielding an overall or total score for all 21 symptoms that can range between 0 and 63 points. The total score is calculated by the sums of the 21 items. Score of 0 to 21 can categorize as low anxiety. Score of 22 to 35 can categorize as moderate anxiety. Score of 36 and above can categorize as potentially concerning levels of anxiety. For the last slide, I will explain about the interpretations of anxiety in Beck Anxiety Inventory. As you can see, it has three levels of anxiety. The first one is low anxiety. That is usually a good thing. However, it is possible that you might be unrealistic in either your assessment, which would be denied, or that you have learned to mask the symptoms commonly associated with anxiety. Too little anxiety could indicate that you are detached from yourself, others, your environment. Okay, for the second level of anxiety, which is moderate anxiety, your body is trying to tell you something. Look for patterns as to when and why you experience the symptoms described above. For example, if it occurs prior to public speaking and your job requires a lot of presentations, you may want to find ways to calm yourself speaking or let others do some of the presentations. You may have some conflict issues that need to be resolved. Clearly, it is not panic time, but you want to find ways to manage the stress that you feel. Okay, the last level of anxiety, which is high level. High level is a potential cause for concern. Again, look for patterns or times when you tend to feel the symptoms you have circled, persistent and high. is not a sign of personal weakness or failure. It is, however, something that needs to be proactively treated, or there could be significant impacts to you mentally and physically. You may want to consult a physician or counselor if the feelings of persist. I think that's all from us. Thank you.